Hey guys, so whether it's your first time wanting to sell your home or you haven't sold your current home in years, this process can seem overwhelming for most people. So I wanted to go over it with you today of what it takes to list your home from the start to the finish. Now I know this process can seem complicated and you've probably heard good and bad things from friends about what their experience was when they listed their home. But also the process can be emotional. You're making memories in your home with family, friends, kids growing up, all that stuff. So it's not easy to be leaving it either. So I hope that we can chat through this, give you some insight into what goes on with the process to make it a little bit easier and more manageable if and when the time comes to get listed. So let's get started. But the first thing is figuring out you actually want to move and sell your home. I know it sounds obvious, but sometimes it may be appealing to think of selling your home for something newer or bigger, but it may be worth it to look into just renovating your current home or adding on to it. Now, if you love your neighborhood or community and don't want to leave, this is going to be a great option for you to consider. There are lots of different options to finance this sort of thing, so if you're considering that, let me know and we can talk about those particular ideas. But this video is about listing your home, and you don't want to fix up and remodel your home. You want to list, and that's final. Okay, I get it. Then the first step to listing is finding the right real estate agent. This is first and foremost the most important choice you're going to make when it comes to listing your home. There are a ton of agents in this state. I think around 16,000 in Oregon and about 10,000 just in Portland. Lots of agents means lots of variety in both good and bad ways. So you want to find someone that is not only an expert in real estate, but that you fit with. The process can get crazy, emotional, stressful, and you want to go through it with someone that you trust. Not only with your personal information, but with someone that knows that what they're doing, so you don't have the added stress of not being sure if you're getting the highest return on your investment when you do list. Once you have chosen the perfect agent, you then work with them to determine the next steps. I can't speak for the other agents out there, so I'm going to go over what I do, and this will give you a general idea of the process. But first is price it right. Pricing your home properly is going to be the single most important part to get you not only the highest return on your home, but to get it sold in the shortest amount of time. Now, I customize my marketing plans and structure the pricing for each individual client according to their specific needs. So this gets done right the first time. Next, we prep it to sell. We'll go over whether your home needs any updates. It's going to maximize the value of your home. We'll talk about staging the home, either with current furniture that you have, or should we bring in a staging company to make it look best. Also, curb appeal. What your home looks like when a buyer pulls up can be the determining factor if someone's going to make an offer on it or not. So we'll go over all the ins and outs of getting your particular home ready to go. Once we do that, we're on to photos and video. Now, I do professional photography and video catered to each client's needs. Buyers are finding the homes they want to see online, as you probably already know. So it's important to have a professional company come and do what they do best and make your home stand out amongst the crowd and attract the most buyers. Now, once we've done that, we can go live on the MLS. So when we reach the date you want to list your home, it gets placed in what's called the MLS system. This is a formal system used by agents to list their clients' homes. This is the source where Redfin, Zillow, Trulia, and all the other big sites get their information to list on their websites. It's done automatically, generally shows up on these big sites not too long after it goes into the MLS system. But besides putting it into the MLS, and depending on your agent and your wants and needs, the agent should be heavily marketing your property to anyone and everyone that's going to listen or look. Now, I have a custom marketing plan that provides my clients with not only large social media exposure, but many other marketing techniques to make your home stand out amongst the crowd and get in front of the most people. Okay, we've done that. We've done everything to get it marketed and out to everyone, and we finally get an offer in. Now, your agent is required to give you all the offers that come in as soon as possible. They'll review each offer with you and help you to determine what the best one is for you and your particular needs. Now, I say that because it's not just the highest price that makes the offer the best. Things like how quickly the buyer can close, their inspection timelines, their financing ability, they could all factor into making an offer right for you besides the purchase price. Okay, you finally accepted an offer and now are officially under contract. This is where the time period where your agent needs to be on the ball on top of various timelines, documents, negotiations that happen during this contract period. But let's go over negotiations. Now, the buyer gets a chance to do an inspection on the home and have experts come in to look at any issues that may have come up during that inspection, depending on your contract. Now, the buyer has a chance at this time to either ask you as the seller to do the repairs, ask for concession and closing costs, or the price of the home, or both, or leave the home as is. Your agent should be guiding you through every one of these steps and keeping you informed as these things go on. But we've made it through all that stuff, and now we are on to closing. You made it through negotiations, the funding for the buyers is all good, and now you can finally close. So when the offer is accepted, the title company is agreed to at the very beginning of the offer. They keep you up to date on all sorts of things throughout the sale regarding title paperwork and any of the home issues or lack of issues regarding their title. They also keep the earnest money that the buyer puts down on the home as well. And they are also in charge of getting all the required title documents and forms signed by all parties so it can be official. They'll reach out to your agent and you about finding times to sign. Now, your agent should be with you when you sign, if possible. Things come up all the time and the paperwork can be confusing, so it's nice to have your agent there to address any issues that come up. Okay, you've sold your house. That's the walkthrough of the listing process. Now, there are little details within each one of these parts, but this will hopefully help you to see what lies ahead if and when you guys decide to list. Now, speaking of which, if you're looking for more information on listing your home, or if you have questions about anything in this video, feel free to reach out to me and I can help answer any of those questions you have and help you to get started in the process. Thanks, and talk to you guys soon.